Okay, for this video, I'll just be sharing my experience from trading or investing in crypto and comparing it to PSE, which is our locally public listed companies such as SM, Jollibee, Ayala, BDO, BPI. For sure, you know these brands. Again, these are not financial advice. I'm just documenting my experience from doing these things. Always do your own research. Okay, quick background about my trading experience. So, I started trading PSE noong late 2017. Pero I started journaling my trades noong 2018. So, obviously at that time, ito na yung tail end ng PSE bull run. So, at this time, I just keep cutting my losses. Buti na nagka-cut loss ako at that time. So, puro losses lang yung nakuha ko during that day, those days. Tapos, I stopped trading noong 2019 because I just keep getting losses. By the time na nag-stop ako, I already lost 10% of my portfolio. And then came back in 2020, bought the COVID dip, yung pandemic dip ng PSE. And because of the trade, nag-break even ako with very small profits. And then in 2021, that's the time I become profitable as a trader. So at the time, hindi na namumula yung portfolio ko. I'm now on the green. Then in July 2021, I got intrigued with Axis token. So yun yung AXS and SLP. So this time, wala pa akong sariling Binance account ko. So I just asked my friend to buy these tokens for me. And ayun, the trades didn't work out as how we planned it to be. Kasi yung mga trading techniques na ina-apply ko sa PSE is not directly usable sa crypto because of yung volatility in crypto. Kasi even though I set my stop loss very low sa crypto, nati-trigger pa rin siya kasi sobrang taas ng volatility, and pagka-trigger nung stop loss ko, then the price of the tokens na tinitingnan ko or I bought suddenly goes up. So yun, hindi applicable yung trading techniques ko in PSE to crypto. So instead, I need to create a new trading plan. So I just opt out na dollar cost average na lang to good projects in crypto. With that being said, let's now break down the difference between trading in crypto and trading in PSE. And let's start with requirements. Let's start with COL Financial. This is the most famous online stock brokerage firm in the Philippines. So yung requirement nila is one valid government issued ID with clear photo and signature, Philippine bank account details, Philippine TIN, SSS, GSIS, or CRN number, and a blank sheet of paper with 3 consistent signatures. Now, for Binance, I think you only need one government ID, your phone number, and then your email address to be verified. One thing that I've noticed with the people around me is that more and more are opening Binance account or they're making their own digital wallet compared to people signing or creating their stock online brokerage account. Now, let's talk about trading fees. So, for PSE, around 1.19% to 1.2% yung trading fees. So, for example, nag-trade ka ng worth ng 2,000 pesos yung stock mo. So, yung total value is 10,000, for example. So, 119 pesos to 120 pesos will just go to charges. And if ini-scale mo siya pataas, if you say na 100,000 yung tinrade mo, in PSE, 1,200 yung ma-charge sa'yo will just go to fees. While in Binance, it's just 0.1%. So for 10,000, that's only 10 pesos. And for 100,000, that's only 100 pesos. And pag in-scale up mo kasi yung value dito, yung percentage makita mo, it really matters. So it's kudos to Binance na mababa yung fees. While in PSE, I hope ma-improve nila to kasi yung galaw ng market sa PSE, onting-onti na nga lang yung ginigain tapos may charges pa. So it becomes more and more harder to be profitable sa PSE. Now, let's talk UI and UX platform experience. So, for Binance, I use it mainly sa mobile phone. I rarely use yung desktop, yung website nila. So, for Binance, siguro it took me a week to get used to dun sa app nila kasi ang daming options for crypto. So, I think yun lang yung nagpahirap dun when you compare it to stock market, ha. So, yun, I mostly use yung mobile app nila. But for stock market dito sa Pilipinas, I only use desktop kasi yung website nila sa desktop kasi I think hindi maayos or wala pang mobile app yung mga stock brokerage firm account na ginagamit ko. So I use 2Trade Asia and COL Financial. So for 2Trade Asia, hindi ganun kaganda yung mobile app nila, to be honest. And for COL, wala ata silang mobile app. So yun, so for Binance for crypto, I use yung UIUX ng mobile app nila, while for stockbroker, I only use yung online website platform nila. Now, the main drawdown na nakita ko ngayon in crypto is yung pag-ramp natin ng fiat currency natin. So, for example, sa atin sa Pilipinas, ang ginagamit natin currency natin is Philippine peso. And sa crypto kasi, dollar-based back pa rin yung mga crypto tokens or yung crypto coins, diba? So, ang ibig ko lang sabihin dito is kasi pag sa atin, we need to change yung currency natin into a dollar-based stable coin, diba? So, ito yung mga USDT, UST, USDC. And pagka mataas yung dollar, the less valuable yung peso natin. So, for example, pag 50 yung dollar, so yung 10,000 natin, $200 yun diba? Pero pagka, let's say, 51, 52 yung dollar, yung 10,000 natin is around 196 or $200 below, diba? So, yun yung nakikita kong major problem para sa atin is yung pag-ramp ng currency natin kasi, yun nga, dollar-based pa rin yung crypto. And pag mataas yung dollar and mag-change tayo ng Philippine peso to USDT or UST or kahit anong stable coin yan, nagiging less valuable yung pera natin. Okay, enough about intrinsic stuff. Let's cut to the chase. Let's talk about the more important matter. What are the companies or projects that you could invest in PSE or in crypto? So for PSE, obviously, you have your BDO, Ayala, BPI, Jollibee, SM. You already know these companies. Familiar na kayo dyan. But for crypto, I think for normies ang alam mo lang is either Bitcoin or ETH. Pwedeng hindi mo pa nga alam yung ETH or Ethereum, diba? So yun, but as I explore more about crypto, doon ko nalaman na there are other layer 1 protocols such as Solana, Avalanche, Luna, yung Terra, tapos you have your Near protocol, you have your FTM, you have your Cardano, and then meron pang ibang mga sectors like bridging layers, layer 2s, NFTs, Metaverse, useful utility token. So sobrang lawak ng crypto space. It's way bigger than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, now let's discuss the learning curve. Where or how do you find useful information? For our local stock market, you could use your broker's research regarding companies' earnings, valuations. Most of the time, you could find it there. Another alternative is by watching ANC's YouTube channel. Meron dyang segment where local analysts are interviewed for market guidance, or you could check Instagrams for educational material. Now, for our stock guru naman sa Pilipinas, they mainly use technical analysis. And if marunong ka man mag-TA or technical analysis, most of the time, pare-pares lang naman kayo ng interpretation ng chart So, I mainly use them for conviction. For crypto naman, at first, I opened an account at PL Vision Crypto. Nung simula, I just keep watching founders interview. So, yung mga founder ng crypto projects, they are explaining yung concept or yung idea nila, yung mga projects nila. I think this is the best way to grasp yung concept behind a crypto project. Then, I found some useful YouTube channels regarding crypto like Blockworks. I think they're the most neutral and informative YouTube channel pagdating sa crypto. Then you have your Bankless, yung Crypto Banter, app only. I think okay din naman sila pero you have to filter kasi they have their biases. Pagdating naman sa business or projects familiarity, obviously mas madali yung sa local stock market sa PSE kasi for example, you look at Jollibee, obviously isang tingin mo pa lang dyan, alam mo na okay, yung business nila is a fast food restaurant. When it comes to BDO, okay, yung business nila is banking. If you look at SM, big mall retailer. Pero pagdating sa crypto, if you look at yung Solana, Avalanche, Near protocol, all of these are layer 1 protocol, layer 1 solution, diba? Layer 1 infrastructure. And pare-pareha sila ng sinusolve na problem and pare-pareha sila ng use cases. So pagdating sa familiarity, obviously, mas madali sa local stock market. Pagdating sa crypto, it's hard to distinguish yung mga protocols doon, yung mga tokens. So, ayun. Last and most important, making money. So, how do you make money sa Philippine stock market or sa local stock market? So, obviously, capital gains. So, dito, just means na buying low and selling high. And the other one is through dividends. So, dividends, if yung company pinag-investan mo has extra income, yung extra income na yun will be shared and distributed sa mga shareholders nila. For crypto naman, there are tons of ways to make money. That's why I find it fascinating or I find it interesting. So obviously, Number one, capital gain. So the same, buying high and selling low. And then dito na papasok yung yield farming. So the most common type of yield farming is through staking, where you have to lock yung crypto holdings mo in exchange for rewards or interest. Then you have liquidity provider, lending, and borrowing. These are other styles of yield farming in crypto. Siguro one big difference between PSE and crypto is yung amount of new information that you have to digest. So for example, if you look at yung PSE, it's a very mature market when it comes to age. And karamihan lang naman dyan is our legacy businesses. So for example, if you look at yung SM, meron pa silang ginagawang bago. I mean, for sure, may innovation dyan. Pero not to the point na it will bring the company to new heights. So, alam mo, parang walang bago sa mga companies sa Pilipinas. And, if you look at yung PSE, I think yung pinaka interesting lang nangyari is yung IPO ng Converge and IPO ng Monde. Pero, it's still not enough to create buzz or to create interest sa market. I think yung pinaka naging interesting phase pa nga ng PSE is when people are speculating kung alin yung magiging next third telco company, because back in the day, 2018 ata, 2019, it's between Now Corporation, TBGI, yung Trans-Pacific, and ISM. And eventually nga, yung ISM turns out to be yung Dito Telecommunity nga. And yun, so yun na yung naging third telco. But if you look at yung Dito Telco na stock price, pag tingnan mo, it's way down from its all-time highs, and it's not moving. I think around 5 pesos pa rin yung price niya. After that, wala na atang interesting news that came out of PSE. And then while for crypto, I think almost every week, merong important news na lumalabas that will make a project's price move drastically. Siguro one good example dito is like last year, when Facebook rebranded as Meta. So it pumps a lot of metaverse token like Sandbox and Decentraland yung Mana. And then recently, ang daming gumagawa ng mga protocol ng algo-based stablecoin. If you look at yung NEAR, if you look at yung PRX. And then another thing is almost everyone, there's a big hack na nangyayari. I think yung mga famous hack na nangyayari is yung wormhole hack and then yung Axie hack. So it makes yung protocol price really move either higher or lower. Syempre, pag hack, lower. So, ayun lang for this video. If you think I missed something relevant, please let me know in the comment section and I'll try to make a video out of it. And if you have questions, let me know again in the comment section and I'll try to answer you doon. So, ayun lang. Peace out. Bye!